good day of football.
Well, I was going to say bad day, actually. We're kind of grieving the loss of the Buffalo Bills and being knocked out of the playoff pool or the survivor pool there.
I feel like you guys are more sad because it's the fantasy point of view. I mean, I'm also sad because I have a stake in that survivor league. So we did lose.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
I mean,
we were, like you said, we were gonna pick the Panthers,
right?
Which we're gonna lose. So we were iffy on the Broncos there. We don't like Thursday night games, which analytically was true.
That's a lot of losses for 1 week, man. First Cuomo, then the Bills. Bad week for New York, I guess. That's why Austin's not with us, actually. Now that the city's an Islamic state, he's not allowed to leave, unfortunately.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it happened so fast.
I know.
It was like, but
hasn't even been sworn in yet.
Yeah, well, I think people are kind of just they're pretty excited about it, so they're ready to make some changes immediately. I think that this could end up working out for him, if he plays his cards right.
Yeah.
I heard the first order of business was New York City and all 5 boroughs were going to succeed and be the 51st state. I think it was going to be called the Islamic State of New York. Is that true? Is that what I read on Reuters the other day?
Yeah, I think they already filed the paperwork.
Yeah. Which is crazy because California's been trying,
Yeah, I heard it was going to be the Islamic Caliphate of New York, actually, we'll see. They might have some trouble with upstate getting those guys on board, but we'll see. They can be very persuasive.
They can.
So we'll see. I wish them well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for us to not, be able to visit Austin anymore.
But
see the Knicks.
But if we do, we could ride the bus for free. So that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I wonder now, does that mean the train from Connecticut to New York is now free?
I don't think that's how that works.
That's not how it works.
Yeah. But it does mean that women can no longer ride on the train.
Yeah.
To New York.
Yeah.
So
well, that's crazy because that just leaves them to drive, which we also don't want, So it's like, now what are they supposed to do?
They might have not thought this one through completely.
No.
Because, this could be putting all of our lives at risk. So...
Wow, we ran on that for a good while. We really did. I still stand by the women not driving thing. By the way, let's throw that out there. But
that was the joke. That was
no, that's real. That's keep that in. But New York is New York's just going to be New York. Like, come on.
Yeah. It's going to be fine. No, I didn't get the newspaper. I want it so bad. It's like $80.
Is it really?
Shit.
Yeah.
There wasn't any down in Greenwich when you were?
No, I didn't check because it was already the next day or like way after the week. Which sucks.
Interesting.
That's the only way I'll ever buy the New York Post.
It was a hilarious cover.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I could see you putting it on your wall right here on the left.
I legitimately was I was going to frame it to match the Yukon one.
Just buy it. It's worth it.
We'll see. $80 is a lot. I think you could just print it, but I kind of want like the actual physical copy.
Physical media is back, baby.
It is. I mean, it was dying for a while. Mm-hmm. I was kind of thinking about starting a little DVD collection.
You should. It's like the difference in quality between like a 4K DVD and just streaming in like 4K is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like it is so much sharper with the physical Blu-ray. So I think it's worth it. And no one can ever take it from you. So,
exactly.
Well, that's what it is. They're removing things now. Like they're removing certain episodes from TV series. I read, I can't remember the band, but like they removed like a track off of this band's album that was released.
The 1975 just did that.
Oh, that's what it
is. Wait, what happened?
They removed this song called Human 2 off of Notes on a Conditional Form. I don't know why. I didn't really read up on why they did that, but...
It'd be funny if they just thought it sucked and they were just looking for an excuse.
Yeah, they're like, we just got to get this.
There's nothing wrong with it. It just kind of blows.
It's just not It's just not our best work. So we're just sending it to the shadow realm. Yeah, but I mean, there's like episodes of It's Always Sunny that like you like can't find pretty much on streaming. Like there's the blackface one.
Yeah, I think all blackface episodes are kind of taken out.
In the first episode, they I don't know if you can still watch that on streaming, but they do drop the N-word in the very first episode.
Nice.
That's probably bad. Yeah, you probably can't have
But
that.
it's like, the joke is that these people are like idiots. They're like white trash, like Philly idiot. It's not condoning behavior.
Yeah.
It's just pointing out that Philly is white trash, and we should acknowledge
that's right.
that.
I mean, it's kind of like
awareness.
like a Tropic Thunder,
Right.
where
Exactly.
it's the joke itself. It's not.
Yes.
Yeah.
And isn't that the point of It's Always Sunny? Like, isn't that the premise of it? Is to joke about that, like not joke about that kind of stuff, but to bring it to light.
The premise that these are just absolutely detestable people.
Right.
Yeah.
It's, that's why it's like Seinfeld on crack is like the line that people use, because that was kind of the premise of Seinfeld also, but It's Always Sunny just takes it to like at a completely different level.
And then Kramer used the real N word and not jest.
He did.
Which, probably.
That was definitely not in a joking manner.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have done that.
Those are definitely two different sides of the spectrum when it comes to using the N-word.
Speaking of racism, though,
Oh God, this is like that video where it's like today's lesson: slavery.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, it is kind of crazy how racist people are being about Zohran. Like, I know we were joking about, like, the Islamic State or whatever, but it is kind of crazy to see people being like, look, you guys, they won 9/11 again. They did it. That's what people are doing. Like, they're like, you've forgotten 9/11. They're putting up photos of like the Twin Towers like falling, and it's like, what does a child from Uganda have anything to do with any of that?
It seems a bit much.
It's kind of insane.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be like, well, the free buses, it's like, are homeless people just going to be sleeping on them 24/7 in the winter? Like there's like, which I don't agree with, but there's like critiques that can be made that aren't just complete, fucking hysterical Islamophobia.
It's cool to not agree with his policies. I think you're wrong if you don't really agree with his policies, but like, fair enough. But to be like, yeah, we can't have Arabs running New York is crazy. It's insane.
Well, that's what Como kind of like delved into. He's like, I was reading an article in the Times where like after he lost the primary, he conceded and he wished them well, and it seemed like he wasn't going to run again. And then he like regrouped with his donors and was like, yeah, I didn't go hard enough in the primary.
Yeah, let me be more racist.
I need to dial the racism up on this one. Really, it's a shame that our boy Curtis didn't win though.
Yeah,
because he's a true New York legend.
Like by a lot, he did not. He was not even close.
I think they said. I don't really know the full numbers. I didn't look. I know Zohran got over 1 million votes or whatever, but if you had given Cuomo all of Sliwa's votes, he still would have lost by like 30,000 votes.
Jesus.
Yeah, because Zohran had over 50%, so it wouldn't have mattered. But that's kind of like Cuomo definitely did consolidate like the right wing vote in the last like week of the election, because Sliwa came in like way less percentage wise than what he was polling. But yeah, that guy he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's such a character.
If you put aside, again, the racism that he sometimes does with his group, he is kind of a funny guy.
This is the premise of the group. They're like neighborhood watch type motherfucker.
Yes, that's exactly what they are. They go around. And again, they come from a time where like,
I mean, 1970s,
York,
1980s New York was fucking...
Yeah,
it's a rough,
like,
it was a rough place.
Everybody had a block. You know what I'm saying?
So like, I understand it, but I think there have been too many times where they've accidentally misidentified just a random minority and then beat the shit out of them. And then they're no, there's literally a clip of him on Fox News being interviewed by Brian Kilmeade, and like, he's like, "Yep, if you pan the camera right there, you'll see our guys detaining someone," and it's like 6 of the Guardian Angel guys like beating the shit out of some random like Mexican guy. And then they realize afterwards, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's the wrong guy. We're really sorry about that," and they like let him go.
What's the difference between that and the U.S. prison system? Kind of sounds like the same, is it not?
Well, yes, it is, but like,
At least Curtis wears a funny hat. With
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
at least it gives us a laugh.
If cops started wearing funny hats while they started doing police brutality, I think I would accept a little bit more of it.
He's wearing like the African warlord beret. Like, it's awesome.
I'm telling you, upstate New York must be going nuts right now.
The fucking clip from the debate with the did you guys see that with the parades? When they asked them about, I tried finding it online on YouTube the other day to rewatch it. It was going around on Twitter for a while, but I couldn't find it. But basically they were just like asking them what parades they would attend. What and Curtis was like, yeah, parades are a very important part of New York City.
I would
attend
shot at a
as many
parade.
parades as possible.
Imagine Curtis at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Oh my God, dude, that would be hilarious.
Having a Kramer moment, and
Oh man, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, hey, good luck to Austin. You know, I know. Tight borders over there.
He's
now.
trapped there. We're probably not going to see him for at least 6 years.
Yeah, I heard now to enter the city of New York, you have to show your passport. Like it's one of those.
Well, no, not even that. You have to read the Quran.
Yep.
Oh, you have to pledge your allegiance.
Yeah, and that's tough because I can't read.
Yeah.
So
I can't read
mean,
Arabic. So
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they expect from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see Austin again in like 4 years. He's gonna have like a beard down to like his.
Austin's
Yeah.
name is going to be Muhammad. You know, and poor Asian people in New York. I don't know how they're going to do it. They'll figure it out. You know.
Well, you know, there's some Asian Muslims out there. Indonesia, right?
Yeah,
little
Indonesia.
bit.
I think there's some Filipino Muslims. I think every country kind of has Muslims now. It's a
that is
pretty big
true.
religion.
There are a lot of Muslims and Christians for that matter.
Yeah. You know, this is
Hindu.
you know, probably why we should bring prayer back in school. Just going to throw that one out there, but you know, maybe that's what they're doing in New York. Maybe that's
it's
why
going to be a different.
successful.
It's going to be a different type of prayer, though.
Yeah. It's not going to be the Pledge of Allegiance. I'll tell you that.
No, it's a different word with an A at the end of that.
So, you know, question for you: these things we're talking about, will this get us fired from our jobs, or?
Well, I would think they would understand we're being satirical.
Wow, you know.
I think people would have to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think people are.
So-
Yeah, our
you know,
bosses
we're in
would
the clear.
have to actually
Yeah, we're
listen
in the clear.
first, and then
So it's like worst case scenario, the podcast takes off and then we get fired, but you know, we're
rich.
rich.
Yeah.
We're making $20,000 a year off the podcast. We don't need a job anymore.
That's
Exactly.
right. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, people are here for feet. We've seen that. That seems like the most hit. Which, by the way, I'll throw one up out there.
that's gonna be the thumbnail.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what? Give it a little.
give him a-
It is.
Double
It
tap.
is very
Yeah.
disturbing how many people comment about wanting to see Mike's feet.
You know what else was disturbing? My knee cracking when I lifted my leg to show my foot.
I mean,
Fuck,
that
we're
just
almost
that
30.
just happens.
That's
I mean,
just
yeah,
that's rough
of course.
stuff, dude.
I mean,
That's rough. But yeah, you know, and speaking of Austin, you know, I'm not going to bring this up to him, and we all know he doesn't listen to the podcast anyways unless he's on it. So you know, I called him on Thursday, and then he was still working. It was like 6:00 at night. Right? I called him. You know, I just want to catch up. And you know, he said he was still working. I said, "Go do your thing." You know, whatever. I was, you know, getting started on some dinner. He was like, "If I don't call you back tonight, I'll call you tomorrow." You know, so you know, if I don't call you on Thursday, I'll call you on Friday. It's Sunday. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. No, we're not. Yeah, we're not there. I'm not going to bring it up to him. And you know what? I'll wait to see if he actually listened to this podcast to know that actually happened. So we'll see. We'll see. I like where this is going. You know, so just as physical proof of all the times he says, you know, you know, reach out, this and that, blah, blah, blah. There you go. You know, there it is.
That's messed up.
Sounds like it really hurt.
I think, well, I now I don't know if part of the reason why he didn't answer is I know now in the city of New York after 8 p.m. all connectivity goes down.
Yeah,
You know, now
there's
that
like a rolling
lockdown-
blackout. Yeah,
Yeah, like so I can't say for sure. Like I know he's not going to hear this episode for sure. Like this is going to get censored.
yeah.
But I'll tell you what's going to stay in New York City. Top Dog Law. Those commercials, they're running at an all-time high right now.
Are they?
I think so.
Whatever it takes, you know.
Yeah.
If they have to be like the Resistance radio station from One Battle After Another, if they need to air their commercials on that sort of deal, then so be it. But
I never saw the movie I always wanted to. Did you guys see Pirate Radio?
no.
Okay, so I don't remember the whole premise. It was sometime in the 60s when like there was like X amount of music being banned in like the UK or something. So these guys had this idea of like to have a radio station on this boat, and what do you say? Transmit it off the boat, and it's technically in like international waters, so they're not breaking law. I think that's what New York's going to do, essentially. Like anything that's censored, they're just going to throw boats out there in the water and transmit their message.
Has anyone done that? Has anyone done a movie like a bunch of rich people? It's basically like a Squid Games type thing, but they're in the middle of the oceans, and that way they can do whatever they want. Has anyone gotten into that?
Is that the plot of Boiler Room?
Is it? I've never seen it.
Neither have I. Yeah.
I don't know, but that sounds like kind of similar to what those rich people did going down in that boat with that PlayStation 4 controller and.
Oh, you mean the Ocean Gate, whatever?
Yeah. You think they were doing that to like get up to no good?
Maybe they're trying to find other places to exploit their riches.
They were like, look, we don't need an island anymore.
That's right.
We have all the ocean to explore. Okay.
Yeah. Where's Atlantis? Because we could start there. You know. That's probably, if I had to guess, that's what they were doing, looking for some more uncharted territory to release the files.
They're like, listen, we don't know what the age of consent laws are like in Atlantis, okay? So this could be a gold mine for
nor
us.
Do
we
you
gotta
need
find
to.
it.
Yeah, nor do you need to know. So,
yeah, who's going to stop them? Poseidon?
Yeah,
maybe.
Who's going to help him? Aquaman? Come on. Ridiculous. So.
Aquaman being the guy facilitating a child slavery sex ring in the middle of Atlantis.
Genius, would it not be?
Man. Well, it's good that it's a good thing they already got Jason Momoa.
Yeah, we got to get James Gunn's like contact information so we can
pitch him on this
information to him, because that's pretty good. I think that could work, and they could have Stavros be Aquaman.
They could,
yeah. What if he gets typecast as playing like a child molester?
for the rest of his movie career? That would suck.
Yeah, I guess. For reference, in Begonia,
that's like
his character is a child molester.
Yeah,
that's not really
like
a spoiler.
It's not really. It doesn't really come up.
It really doesn't affect the plot at all.
Yeah, but it is, and it's not honestly never really said, but heavily implied.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Are there? I'm assuming there are. I'm sure you guys can think of more than I. But what are some actors that like are always typecast as the same exact thing in every movie?
I mean, Danny Trejo.
Yeah,
he's kind of the heavy.
And it's not even like they're changing his character up. They just let him play Machete like in every movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like and they name the character Machete. It's like all in the same universe. The Robert Rodriguez universe there.
It's a lot of action movie stars that kind of like Jason Statham. Right?
Yeah,
like you're not really seeing Jason Statham do anything outside of just being like a guy who kicks people's asses.
The Transporter.
Who else?
He's doing the Underground Railroad for trans people.
Oh, that's what that movie's about?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it really?
Damn.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Train Spotting, that's about the other side.
Yeah.
They're trying to undercover.
Yeah.
Who else, though? Who else is typecast? There's a lot of
I feel like Christopher Waltz is always typecast as the kind of the same thing in all his movies.
Yeah, but he has like a very wide range.
Yeah, that's what makes him.
He's not always like the villain.
Yeah, like Django.
Yeah, he's like the good guy.
He's the good guy in Django.
I don't know his name, but it's like one of those like he is literally like a typecasted character actor that's usually in the background and stuff. I'm trying to think of other movies he's been in, but the warden from The Longest Yard, that white guy.
Yeah, I have an idea.
Let me pull him up.
I have an idea.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie, to be honest.
You've never seen The Longest Yard? That's crazy.
What?
That is such a good movie. Not really, but like.
Why? Why was it not really?
Well, it's not like a good. It's just a fun movie. It's not good,
I mean,
but it's fun.
Is it like cinematically beautiful? No, but it's it
Longest
does the
Yard
job.
By Peter Siegel. God, what is this guy's name?
I imagine that all the
he's the other quarterback. It's William Finkter. This guy, he's like
he's
like always playing like the same character, I feel like, in a lot of these.
Yeah, I imagine all those guys who portray Italians are the same. Joe Pesci's.
Oh,
Robert
well, I
De
mean, like,
Niro.
yeah, like every Italian American is just a mobster in a movie. That's
Yeah,
just,
and they just make them do the same thing.
yeah,
Mhm.
which is kind of like close to what is like in real life,
Wow, yeah,
Yeah, you can't trust those people. with
No,
anything.
Italians,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
no chance, no chance.
Do you? I mean, speaking of the mob, though, do you guys see like all the betting stuff that's like coming around the NBA and how it's like actually related to the mafia?
So is it really?
Apparently,
Yeah,
at least like the stuff that was going on with like Chauncey Billups.
Yeah,
and,
the poker
and all
games.
that.
Because when it first came out, all the sports analysts were like, this is just, and I'm not trying to defend him, but they're saying like, oh, this is just Trump trying to, get his way and sway it, blah blah blah. But like, is it really connected?
People were saying that.
Yeah, they were just being like,
I think people were questioning the timing of.
well, the
Oh,
timing,
okay,
yes,
yeah,
but also the
yeah.
integrity, right? Because they were like, if there was any mob involved, there's no way that Adam Silver wouldn't have known and all this and that.
No,
but
I
like,
feel like it's.
is it truly connected to that kind of stuff?
I haven't done too much more digging into it, but that's kind of like what they said. It's tied to the mafia, which I thought was hilarious. It's like, how are Italians still do this
So they're saying that
Like-
Adam Silver maybe swept it under the rug for.
for Italians?
Maybe
for Italians.
maybe it's an inside job. Maybe
Yeah,
he
Adam
was letting it
Silver
happen.
maybe fake Jew.
He might be-
Adam Silverini.
He's actually Italian.
Yeah.
Silverstein. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, yeah, but I that's kind of like they should let them get away with that.
It is. Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
like
funny.
maybe did the mob really just go? Did they do like a fucking Kaiser Soze on us? Did they fake their own death?
Yeah,
Are they still like
yeah, they're still
operating
controlling a lot
within
of
the highest
things.
level?
Yeah,
It may be back and bigger than ever.
Yeah.
Just in different areas that we're not used to, right? Like who thought Italians would be involved in the NBA? Not me. I'll
that's
tell you that,
That's, and it seems like they're more inclusive now too.
Mm.
Like when you're hearing like some of these mob connected people, it's not all Italians. You got some Irish guys thrown in there. You got a couple guys, some Asian
that's true.
Americans thrown into
Yeah.
the mob.
Mm.
That's pretty cool.
You think they have diversity training and
Yeah,
for the mob?
I
They
think
take
they
a
do.
DEI course.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well, you gotta nowadays.
Yeah, God forbid you get fired. Wrongfully
You don't want to get
terminated.
sued.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get sued. That's not a good look
Yeah.
for you.
You whack a guy, and then it's like, well, how do we know you didn't just shoot that guy because he was like Hispanic or something?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, we have this whole DEI initiative, so I think you're gonna have to let us go on this one. I think
Yeah.
this is above the board.
Here's my completed courses of DEI training, to ensure that I'm of standard.
Just an Italian guy getting really mad at the sexual harassment training video. Like, hey, what are we doing here?
What did Justin do wrong in this situation? He
Nothing.
did
He didn't do
nothing. He did
nothing.
nothing. I don't understand.
He didn't close the deal.
Now we're talking. Oh Lord. Yeah, no, I read that and then I don't remember the guy's name, the head of the FBI there.
Cash Patel.
Yeah, Cash Patel.
Yeah.
And he was
Cash App Patel.
Cash. He was like, hey, he was like, I won't let these guys go to jail for a little shmoney,
Well, that's why Cash App Patel.
No, 100%. I was following with it,
Yeah.
But-
No pun intended. It is kind of like a layup. These guys were like caught pretty dead to rights with a lot of like, not only like the rigging of like sports gambling with like the unders and stuff like that, but the system they had for poker was insane.
That shit was crazy.
Which is why it's like they should kind of let them get away with it. That's like pretty cool. And they're only scamming like other rich people too.
They had fucking like
Come on.
special contact lenses that let
Yeah.
them like see
Like
the
patterns,
cards
yeah.
from the back. But obviously there were also like special kind of cards that allowed the like X-ray contact lenses or whatever. Also, they did have an X-ray underneath the table, right?
Yeah, to see everyone else, like the other
So
people's
they were
cards.
just blasting these guys with who
With
knows
radiation.
what kind of radiation,
This is going to be like a Camp Lejeune type
Yeah,
lawsuit
for
in
testicular
like
cancer
yeah,
with
in like
the poker
50
players.
years.
It could be. That's what I would be mad about. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, all right, scam me and take my money, but don't give me fucking cancer.
Is it that? Is it? I mean, is it really that worth it? Like, is it that worth going?
I think it was pretty high stakes, right?
Like there was, I think, like I listened to a Pablo Torre Finds Out episode about it, and he was saying like one of the guys he like connected with was like part of these games, and like by the end of it he knew it was rigged, but he couldn't like do anything about it because it was mopped backed for one. So like, who's he gonna like tell?
Yeah, at what point does the word get around that like every person that goes there just gets cleaned out?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And I think, I mean, again, that's kind of why it was mainly athletes, I think, because they were like, oh, it's Chauncey. Like, I'm not going to get scammed by my friend.
True.
But yeah, the poker player was like, yeah, Chauncey called on a unreasonably, like, crazy, like, the first three cards, the flop. He was like, there's no reason for anyone to ever call or raise on that. Like, the deal was, like, not great. And Chauncey started upping the ante, and I think the hand ended up being like $1.2 million by the end of it. And like, obviously Chauncey won it because it was rigged. But like the poker player was like, statistically, if this happened in like a real event where the card was at the turn, like the 4 out, he was like, it would have to be like a 1 in like whatever, 1 in 10,000 shot that the card that he actually needed is the one that gets flipped for the river.
So at a certain point, someone probably just got pissed and like snitched. Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, Gilbert Arenas made all those jokes that he did snitch, which I think would be hilarious if he was. Because it didn't seem like he was involved in it, but he just happened to host it at his house.
well, he was saying that type of shit before those indictments even came down, right?
Yeah.
So who knows? I would not fuck with Gilbert Arenas with something like that. The guy's a loose cannon.
Yeah. No chill Gil, man.
Do you think one day gambling will go away?
No. People have been gambling on things since like the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Do you think, and I'm thinking more of like sports betting and like that kind of stuff. Do you think one day there'll be like a prohibition on like electronic betting? It's insane now that you can bet from your phone. Just start downloading the apps and bet real money. Like play slots, play table games.
I think where we're really losing the plot is like legally allowing bets on like current events. So like the Kalshi crypto, whatever,
shit is like
that's insane.
Yeah. And that type of stuff is so easily manipulated, and I don't think they have the same safeguards in place as like DraftKings and FanDuel and stuff like that. Like,
and like
there's stuff you can bet on that like you could very easily have inside information about, and just like they're not gonna catch you for anything. I don't even know what kind of regulations there are in place that would prevent that from happening.
Yeah, I don't really know, but I mean, like even like places like Robinhood, you can start sports betting on Robinhood now.
No way.
Yeah, that's what Atticus told me last week. He was like, yeah, you could do like live, like some sort of sports bets on Robinhood. Because I bet on the election on Robinhood, which I thought was like, like last year's with Kamala.
You bet on Kamala?
I did.
Rough.
I wanted to believe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you could believe in 3 years when she runs again.
We're not having an election in 3 years, man.
You think the world's going to end?
No, I don't think we're having an election next year.
Well, there will be an election no matter what, but
it'll be one of those North Korean type elections where it's like, oh my God, Donald Trump has won every single vote in America. All 333 million people voted for him in this election.
Build the stadium, Donald J. Trump Stadium. Build it. Put a statue. I like Nick's idea. Instead of the Washington Commanders going back to the Redskins, name them the Washington Barons after Baron Trump.
It would be like a pretty cool name. But if
That's
it wasn't
actually,
like after.
I'll tell you this, better than Commanders. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't like the Washington football team would have been sick. They should have just kept that.
I kind of like that too.
No, come on.
It was
that's a cool name.
Yeah.
Do you think the Redskins name will ever come back?
No, it won't.
But do you think that there'll be enough people to advocate it to actually to actually have a conversation about bringing it back?
I feel like the only people advocating for it, I just don't want to say like are racists, but like it's kind of just a name at this point. You know what I mean? Like they haven't been that team for 5 years, right?
But okay, but let me ask you something. Like, but what makes, and for an example, like as a comparison method, but like what makes the Florida State Seminoles okay?
Because they're actually like a
slur.
Yeah, it's like actual tribe. The Seminoles is like a tribe that they're like honoring.
Was the former Washington name like not a
That's like a way to like kind of be racist to them.
But it wasn't a significant like wording or naming in Native American tribes.
That's not a tribe name.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah, it was kind of just a catch-all like racial slur.
Yeah,
for Native American people. Yeah, so that one is pretty cut and dry.
Yeah,
I would say.
Same with the former Cleveland Guardians.
That one isn't quite as bad because it's just like a misnomer, but it's definitely sort of like spiking the football on him a little bit.
Yeah,
it's
like, it. I don't think it'll ever come back because again, it's not, and I'm not saying, again, it's semi-racist, obviously, but like I feel like if you're really pushing for the name to come back, you're kind of just being racist. It's just a name. I don't think you need to.
I think it's a big stretch there. But.
I'm saying if you're like it has to be that name. I feel like you're really like it's a weird thing to fight for, is what I'll say.
I guess.
What if like
just
What if you're a huge fan and like you named your kid after the team? Like Redskin Williams or something like that. Little
Redskin Sean.
Little Redskin.
I would argue you should have probably named him after Doug Williams.
Oh my God,
the Super Bowl.
The little Redskins. Oh my God, there's like a pop order for. Oh God, the little skins. Oh God, you know what? That was bad.
Yeah, bad. I think that's the
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Or you just you have a lot of merch. You have a lot of throwback
it's like, hey,
merch.
like I kind of
It's like I still want to wear this shit. It's like,
yeah.
Come on, guys.
It's just a name.
Can you still wear it?
Yes, you can still wear it. I mean,
not in New York City anymore.
Well, of course.
But it's so it depends on what part of the country.
But Boston,
they
kind of hand you one at the door. They're not even that team's not. It's from Washington, but they're like, hey, throw this on.
We respect what you guys are doing. We see the vision.
Come on in, brother. Jeez, interesting. All right, I just didn't know too much about it.
Yeah. I guess they could recontextualize like the name, maybe.
Yeah.
Like no, it's about alcoholic Irish people. That's what the name's for.
Yeah, and instead of
it has nothing to do with.
Yeah, they changed the logo to like a big pint of Guinness.
That could work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows?
Interesting.
I do agree that the Washington football team was kind of badass. The Commanders is it's a stupid name.
Yeah,
it is like that is like I can't believe that was the best they can come up with.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look up what other names.
Do you guys remember while he looks it up? Do you guys remember when the Hartford Yard Goats were coming here and they released the name as Yard Goats and everybody trashed it? I mean, absolutely dog shit. Me included. I had to look up what a Yard Goat was, and now the greatest hit. The greatest hit in the capital city.
Great name, great logo,
great
ballpark,
great mascots.
Yeah, they really crushed it.
Yeah, consistently voted the best, minor league park. The amount of things they can do with that Yard Goat logo, it's just the different ways they motherfucker this was. I swear to God, piece of shit.
The other potential names for the Commanders were the Armada, the Brigade, which I feel like that's tiptoeing into like XFL territory right there. The Washington Brigade.
What's Armada?
Like Armada's like a fleet of ships.
Yeah, they seem pretty dead set on making it military related.
Yeah. Because then there's the Presidents, then the Red Hogs.
Because isn't their mascot a pig?
Yeah, because that's what they used to call their offensive line, like the Hogs. Yeah, they used to wear like pig masks and stuff. There's also the Red Tails, the Senators, and then the Majors.
You know what? Red Tails would have been okay.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they couldn't get it because of copyright stuff, because that's what the Tuskegee Airmen. It's like Tuskegee Red Tails. And they couldn't get the naming rights to that.
So the guys themselves, they have the naming rights to that?
I hope so. I have a feeling that they don't. I feel like
have
it's just
a feeling
probably
they
some
don't.
company that's like capitalizing off of
Yeah.
them,
Mm.
rather than them getting their own like.
Didn't
IP,
George
but
Lucas make a movie called Red Tails?
it'd be so funny if
It's
George
probably him.
Lucas owns
It's
the
him
rights.
holding on to it.
Fucking Disney.
That would suck. Red Tails. Let's see. I really hope it's them that like own the rights there.
You guys ever seen that video of this like random like no name YouTuber like making this video on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and then George Lucas just like appears in the background and like freezes and like looks directly in the camera,
No.
and then just like dips away like he's a fucking cryptid or something.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's funny as hell. Now I'm like curious how like these teams, all these teams get their name. Like why is Alabama Crimson Tide and why is it an elephant? Like what's the significance there? Why is Texas A&M the Aggies? Why is all this stuff like what is it? Stanford in California? Isn't it a tree?
The trees. Well, that's like the redwood trees.
That's what I
you
figured.
know.
It's like why? Now I'm like curious. Now you got me thinking.
Yeah, because some of them have significance, but
Right.
other ones is kind of just, fuck it. I guess we'll go with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the Crimson Tide originates from a 1907 football game between them and Auburn. It was a muddy, rainy game that ended in a tie. Bama was wearing white, and the mud was like a red clay. So they started referring to themselves as the Crimson Tide after their uniforms got stained by the clay.
So they had previously been the White Tide for obvious reasons.
yeah.
Sweet.
So see, that's
home
one way they've
Alabama.
unracist the name right there. They changed it
Well,
up.
we're not here to assume that they were the White Tide prior to the Crimson Tide. Let's just start now. We're pulling straws. Here. Let's just start there. Let's just cut some people a little slack here.
I will not be cutting anyone from Alabama slack. I will tell you that right now. That's a good question. What were they before the Crimson Tide?
That's what I'm saying.
Like what?
Like where do these people get these names? How do we get there?
The Alabama Crossburners.
Yeah,
You had to change that one.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, in 1907, they were really ahead of the times.
Yeah, that was actually progressive of them.
Yeah.
yeah. There's that.
What were they before?
I don't know. I'm just now like just intrigued.
Because it could have been they were like the Alabama Elephants or something like that, and then they became the
That's
Crimson
probably
Tide.
what it was, because
Yeah.
why is an elephant? What does an elephant have to do with Crimson Tide?
Exactly.
I think we're getting onto something.
Think
here.
about that.
Yeah.
Why is Georgia? What's the significance of Georgia Bulldog?
What's the significance of that big G?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Mm. Why is Duke the Blue Devils? Is it Duke that's Blue Devils?
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, Central Connecticut.
Shout out.
Mm-hmm. Right? They're the Blue Devils?
Better
Yeah.
believe it.
Yeah.
Graduating class 2018.
Wow.
Ow, ow.
Did you go to any athletic events?
Ooh, see,
I did because I had an internship with the athletic department.
Oh, sweet.
I did a couple football games. I did a lot of volleyball. Did a lot of during the week stuff. Balls. Went to a couple. Did a few like 3 or 4 football games. You're in the box, like you're
Mhm.
listening to people call plays and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Their football program isn't half bad for FCS.
No, it's not. Their soccer team was good too. They played some really tight games over there. For the division they're in and then being
Mhm.
Division 1, not too shabby.
Was there good turnout?
Yeah, there actually was. I mean, for football for sure. Basketball too had a decent turnout.
before they were the Crimson Tide, they were called the Thin Red Line.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So so now my
Like,
question
yeah,
just
what the
pivots
fuck
to
does that mean?
why were they called? It doesn't answer the question. It just tells us what they were before.
Yeah. It's not like, I mean,
You know, like the thin blue line?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Well, maybe this is the firefighter version.
That's
yeah.
right.
Like, this is what hap-
that's legitimately it, though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, just watch and see what happens if you defund the firefighters. You don't want to go down this road.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the thin red line flags? Like, it's the same thing as the yeah. I love how they have like their own LGBTQ flag where it's like all the
stripes are a different color.
Yeah, it's like green, blue, red.
We got EMTs in there. Who else?
That's exactly what it is.
First, you have police, fire, EMT. You have dispatch.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have like medic, like first responders.
Okay,
and I don't remember the other ones.
Yep.
Oh, correction. There's corrections in there. I can't remember if there were any others.
What other kinds of professions can we squeeze in there?
Maybe janitors.
Yeah, janitors, OBGYNs, you know. All the essentials.
So like, okay, so you know, I understand the liberal point of
Oh wait, no, I got it for you guys. I got the actual flag.
$10, buy me one.
Nah.
That's what I want for Christmas.
It's the colors are yellow, green, gray, blue, orange, red, white.
Okay, which one's what? Like
yellow is for security guards.
I mean, they're risking it out there.
Green is for the armed forces. Fair enough. Gray is for corrections. Blue is for law enforcement. Orange is for dispatchers. Red is fire department. White is EMS.
All right, I think we're pretty almost spot on there on that.
Yeah. What about like traffic cops?
Yeah, you know, I
think they count as security guards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would assume if they're a traffic cop, they're a cop, right? So would that be under the blue?
No, they're not.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
not technically.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happens if you're now? Here's a question: what happens if you're a mounted police officer, and like how do you pull somebody over on a horse?
Very carefully.
Well, yeah. I mean,
and what do you have to apprehend the suspect? I mean, what are you going to do?
oh man, I actually I might buy this.
Just right around the exhaust pipe. Reel them in.
Let me see.
This is $15.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, dude. If you put that up there,
they're not gonna be able to see it.
If you put that outside and below it put the "Don't Tread on Me," oh my god, dude, you get so much support here.
Is there like a mashup of that flag and the LGBTQ flag?
You can hang them just one under the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a house in Wolcott that I drive by on my way home from work sometimes where on the downstairs, there's two windows, like a downstairs window and an upstairs window. And I think the flags are covering the windows. The downstairs one is a trans rights matters flag, which, respect, obviously, full support. The upstairs flag is a Confederate flag. And
Nice.
I can't imagine how
Nice.
insane that household is.
That's
We got to protect who's ever in the downstairs. We got to protect that person. That's
well,
crazy.
I think we should protect all. No? I mean, should we not? I mean, a person's a person, right? Shouldn't we?
I hope it's just one. It's just the same fucking person.
It's one person.
It's just one person. That's what I'm rooting for.
Those are the two things they believe in.
Yeah, that's the average median voter right there. Just completely incoherent.
They believe in
beliefs.
trans rights and that the South will rise again.
I guess technically those views aren't incompatible. Like,
I guess they're not
granular
mutually
level. Like,
exclusive.
it's really not. So,
Yeah, you could
who
be.
knows?
You could be super progressive
And yeah,
for that if you have like family and you're like, well, I still love my family, but
Yeah.
like I hate minorities.
it's
Like that's you can. I guess you can do both.
It's not like it's not like a Black Lives Matter flag downstairs and a Confederate flag
Yeah.
upstairs. That would be
That's a little
a
conflicting.
bit confusing, but who knows?
Damn.
In this house, we believe that you guys know those signs.
Yeah.
In this house, we believe that science is real. Trans people can be slave owners.
Well, we learned a lot today. That's interesting. That's wild. We should do that. We should come up with some confusing shit just to see what the neighborhood reaction is.
What?
Just see what's going on.
Just to gauge the the general temperature
Just
of the
hang
neighborhood.
two different, just completely different flags.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and just see what happens.
Yeah, like the Ukrainian flag and the Israeli flag.
You just know that there's like some 65-year-old like lib out there who's got like a Palestinian flag and an Israeli flag hanging.
Yeah,
Like,
supporting
why can't
both.
we just get along?
Hey, you gotta
guys?
support both sides.
You know?
Love is love.
Yeah.
That's wild. Well, we'll send one to Austin. I think he's gonna need it because I don't know what flag they're flying on. All their flagpoles, but it's definitely not the American.
Yeah.
It's true.
We'll have to send him something.
Isn't the New York City flag still like Dutch colors from when it was New Amsterdam? Isn't it like blue and orange or something?
I
like that?
think so. I think it's blue and it has
That's,
some.
that's
some
an
of the
interesting relic.
oranges. When it was just called York City,
Yeah, it's very much the Dutch flag with just a with just a circle.
Nice.
Borough of Manhattan, 1683.
That's wild.
All right, what else do we got here?
I wonder how they make. I'm sorry. How do they come up with things for flags? Like we know the story of the American flag, but like, wow, how do these people come up with this stuff? Like crests and details and coloring.
Well, people used to be like way more artistic back in the day.
People just used to be really bored,
Yeah.
you know? Like it was like, well, shit, I can't doom scroll on Instagram for 4 hours, so I might as well like come up with a flag or some shit like that. Yeah.
Like family crests and stuff like that.
I'm not gonna like talk to my wife or something. So I need to get down to designing some flags and crests.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. It makes me wonder, but I don't know. I don't really know, boys. I don't know what else is new and exciting. I mean, we got holidays coming up. I'm a big Thanksgiving guy. I don't know if you guys are big Thanksgiving guys over here, but
you didn't you say the antithesis to this like 2 episodes ago?
No.
Yeah, I think you did.
He's come around on Thanksgiving.
No. I clearly stated in that episode because I heard it. I listened to it on like Austin that I am a big Thanksgiving guy. I just don't think we need to start putting Christmas stuff up right now.
Yeah, but that was the whole point. You were the one that had Christmas stuff up, which, by the way, was performative because when I went over to your apartment the next day, you had already taken the donkey out of the living room.
Yeah. Well, update on that. I bought 2 and I sent one to my grandmother. So the other one's waiting to get put out, and then the second one got sent to my grandmother. So, I did go ahead.
So you bought one, you put it up in your living room, and then you sent that one to your grandmother, and then bought another one.
No, so I didn't put it up in my living room. I didn't have a spot for it yet. That's why I kind of hung out in the living room. But I bought one.
So you put it up in your living room.
Yeah, no, I put it. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that one. We'll go with that one. And then I ended up buying a second one because I wanted to send one down. So,
Okay.
And I'm not gonna put the first donkey into storage because I will essentially need it, come November 28th. So, how long is an acceptable time to leave the Christmas tree up? Past Christmas Day.
I would say New Year's Day,
Yeah.
the tree's got to come down.
Yeah.
Big disagree.
Yeah?
Big
Wait,
disagree.
You're saying more?
Yeah,
Larger range
You gotta do
for
at
the
least.
tree?
You got to do at least 3 Kings Day. After 3 Kings Day, you could take it
I don't
down.
even know when that is.
It's like
you fucking liberals.
January
January
like
6th.
5th.
Oh,
January 6th?
Oh,
Wait, it's on January 6th?
I don't know when it is. Let's find out. But 3 Kings Day is.
that's what we're calling that day now?
I thought it was 1 King's Day.
Yeah, I was going to
but
say, I thought we only had one king.
3 Kings Day.
Three
Well, it's
King-
kind of like a Holy Trinity type
yeah.
of king situation.
Oh,
Elon, Trump,
Barron.
Barron. That's right.
It is sad because I think the 3 Kings Day, or technically the Epiphany, is the 6th of January. So
I thought it falls on like different days, no? Or is it always the 6th?
it's supposed to be a certain amount of days after Christmas. I can't remember it, but
okay.
for 2026, yes, it is Tuesday, January 6th.
Another reason to celebrate.
Yeah.
2 holidays, 1 day.
I'm taking the day off of work. I don't know about you guys, but I will be off for the Epiphany, of course.
Yeah.
For the Epiphany.
The epiphany of storming the.
Mm-hmm.
The Epiphany of Jesus and the resurrection of this country.
That's right.
It's powerful symbolism. Yeah.
That's why that stadium is going to be named Donald J. Trump Stadium. when they rebuild it in DC.
It'll be Donald J. Trump Stadium at Mar-a-Lago Field.
What if he thought the current stadium was named
Kinda
after
like what they
RFK
do with
Jr. and he got jealous? He was like, "This fucking moron gets
Yeah.
a stadium named after him, but I can't." The fuck is that? Because that would be understandable in that
Yeah.
case. You know,
He's like, you can't have your Secretary of Health have like a cool ass stadium and then you don't have one at all.
it's only fair.
Yeah, or the Obama Library.
What do you think Trump's building like after his presidency? You think like a
Ballroom.
Trump McDonald's?
No, Trump
Or-
ball. I mean, he's going for the stadium. That's what he wants.
I guess that could be his legacy is the stadium.
And then he's going to move the World Cup final from MetLife to that stadium. You know,
If he could build that in less than a year, then hats off to him. I'm sure there's manpower to do it, but like that would be one of the biggest infrastructure projects like in the last like decade, maybe even the last 50 years.
You could just go the Qatar route and bring in some indentured servants or something.
Yeah,
like
I was
that.
gonna say-
They'll get it built real quick.
Qatar did it, Brazil did it. A lot of people died. You know, made a lot of
China
money.
did it as well for the Beijing Olympics.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Isn't it incredible that they build all that stuff and then it's just left abandoned after like the 1 month of games or something like that?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Especially in a country like Qatar,
Yeah.
where it's like, when are they ever going to need all of those stadiums for?
So
When they host again in like 7 years,
I was
when they pay enough money to get the World Cup back.
which is 30
Pretty,
years.
probably soon.
I listened to the Show Me Something podcast with Sophie Cunningham and Wes. I can't remember his last name, but he was commenting that the Bills, they're building their new stadium, which is going to look beautiful out there, but claiming it's a dome, and that he disagrees with it because cold weather games are becoming obsolete in the NFL, and it used to be a staple, and it used to be kind of like a bit of an advantage for cold weather teams to play in cold weather and this and that. And I agree with him. But his big thing was like, why is everybody going to dome? Why is everybody going to dome? But the simple fact is what they didn't talk about is like they're making these stadiums multi-purpose now. Like football is not, it's still the reigning sport, but it's not the only sport anymore. And these stadiums in these cities want to capitalize on the money. Like that's why LA did SoFi. That's why part of the reason Chargers left San Diego. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Cowboy Stadium is the way it is, and all these stadiums they're building is going dome because they want to put concerts, they want to put soccer, they want to put football. I mean, wasn't the Final Four one of the Final Fours in an NFL stadium? Didn't you guys go?
The one that I went to,
NRG?
Houston.
Yeah.
That was an NRG stadium.
I think also another major fact that they're overlooking is that it's not going to be a dome, right?
For the Bills,
For the Bills.
I think it is going to be.
I think it's going to be open air.
I thought it was retractable.
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
think
have,
it's gonna be one of
a
those-
roof.
I think it was going to be one of
okay,
those retractable. Like, I agree with what he's saying. Like, we need to keep some of these, like, as is.
Yeah.
Like,
It's football.
Yeah.
The elements need to be a factor.
Yeah,
come playoff
exactly. I
time.
mean, that's the big. We're becoming pansies. All right, over here, it's like, oh, it's a little cold. Close the roof. Like,
we're
like,
losing recipes. is what I'd
the
say.
Bills thrive in snow games. You want Miami to go to Buffalo in a snow game. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want more than ever. So I get what he's saying, but at the end of the day, they're building these things multi-purpose for a reason, because you think they're going to
For more
host,
money.
you think they're going to host concerts in December in an open stadium? They
Nope.
can't do it.
True, but but what is Taylor Swift going to come touring Buffalo now that they have a
No, not now that she's engaged with Travis Kelce. Fuck no.
That's true.
Yeah, they're going to be
Mortal
avoiding.
enemies.
Yeah, they'll be
Yeah,
avoiding
she's
Buffalo
gonna be in
for
Arrowhead.
sure.
I haven't seen her a lot on TV lately, huh? Not
No.
much. They haven't been panning the camera on her, huh?
Maybe she's not there. Maybe something's up.
Maybe she's stuck in New York too. We're gonna figure out what's going on there.
Yeah. Well, I think she was able to get away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They helicoptered her out of there like
Like they did Jeffrey
it's fucking
Epstein.
Saigon in
Yeah.
1975.
So I agree. Unless the Bills can make a commitment that like we're keeping the roof open unless it's X amount of degrees for X amount of hours or blah 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 blah. Like I agree with Wes with what he was saying on like we need to keep stadiums as stadiums, but also like the city of Buffalo or Orchid Park or whatever, like they're not going to lose out on that money hosting things all year round. Just what it comes down to.
Yeah, it's all money. They need to recoup the funds because I think they used like a lot of taxpayer funds for it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I know the Steelers are in early like Heinz Field, not Acrisure. No, Heinz Field is already 20 years old, 20 plus, and they're hosting the draft next year. So,
and they had to rebuild it after the Batman thing.
It's
that costs a lot of money, and people don't really talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that was a big lawsuit too.
Yeah, and they, the city of Pittsburgh didn't tell people that was going to come out of their taxes. They just kind of found out.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's just like
they're like, oh, I guess this is happening.
Yeah.
I guess our entire team is just fucking done.
Yeah.
Killed by Bane.
Killed by Bane.
And that was state tax too. There's people in Philadelphia paying for that stadium. They weren't happy.
They're like, hey, look, we don't like Bane either. All right.
Yeah, but they didn't fucking destroy our stadium.
Yeah, it didn't happen in the link. Why do we got to pay for
it?
They're like, look, we agree with this politics, but even we think that's a step too far.
That's a little too much. It's a little too much. But like I know there's talks about what they want to do, if they want to tear it down, if they want to build a new one, will they do it in time and stuff? But like I understand it's 20 years old. Like I don't think they need to tear it down. I think they could do a major remodel, like definitely put some money in there. But I have a feeling that the Steelers will do the same thing. They'll put a dome, and then we miss out on that. I mean, when you and I were at that game, it was fucking freezing. But you know what? It made the game. It's kind of the experience of it. That honestly, the wind factor from the river and the winds and all that.
Imagine they do. They can call it the Iron City Dome, and then you kind of just drop city out of it.
The Iron Dome.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. That works.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you can get some little financial support from a certain country.
Yeah.
Out in the Middle East. That'd be nice.
Yeah, maybe a president can throw some in there. The Donald J. Trump fracking field and stadium.
Yeah, not only do I think that we shouldn't have domes in football, I think we should be going in the opposite direction for other sports, like open air basketball arenas.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Play in the rain. Who cares?
Play in the rain. Yeah. Middle of January.
Well,
Rucker Park.
It would create so many more jobs if you had to have like 85 towel boys run onto the court, wipe up the court when they're on the other side, and then vice versa.
The NBA,
the economy would be booming.
Yes. The NBA should do what the NHL did to go off that. The NHL in 2008 was like, put a game outside. Get them out inside, put them out. If the NBA is saying that their big thing is Christmas Day, guess what? Christmas Day, you're playing outside.
Yeah.
One game. Kind of like little NBA streets, you know what I'm saying? Like we'll get you in a park. We'll get you all the regulated sizes and everything you need. But you guys want to say Christmas Day is your day for sports. Get out there.
Yeah.
Well, college basketball, they used to do that. Remember they'd play like a game on an aircraft carrier?
Yeah,
they were going to do that for UConn this year until.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then the government shutdown happened and they fucked it up for some reason.
Just at a regular court, I think. I don't know where.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
But yeah, they were going to play on a carrier in Germany. Would have been sick.
Why do we have an aircraft carrier in Germany?
Why do we have one there?
Yeah,
I mean,
just to keep them in check.
Yeah.
Make sure no stupid shit's going on down over there.
Keep them. Keep everyone close by.
Yeah.
I think we have another one next to Cuba just in case,
Mm-hmm.
Well, that one's for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
That one checks out.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if anything, we should have all of our aircraft carriers in Germany, given a recent history.
Yeah.
Didn't really consider that. We're really, man, that's scary. We're really taking our eye off the ball on that one.
Yeah.
Because just when you think they're down and out.
They're lulling you to sleep.
Yeah.
They're waiting for their moment.
They're being invited to be like, please play some NFL games here. See how you like it. And then guess what? You know what I'm saying? Fucking what's going to happen?
The Munich situation all over again.
Yeah. The Fourth Reich,
Oh, well, that's not what I was referring to.
Oh, no? Oh, my bad. Yeah, should we cut that? Yeah, maybe. Fuck. Yeah, well, That's that. I mean, I guess you could say that that's already happening in New York, but that's a different situation.
Yeah.
But I don't know, boys. This world is getting crazy as we get older.
This world doesn't make any sense to me anymore.
No,
You're like Tommy Lee Jones at the end of No Country for Old Men. That's where I'm at.
Gas used to be $1.50. You know what I'm saying? Now it's forget it. You used to be able to buy groceries with a $20 bill.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to pay 10 cents a bag. Stupid fucks.
Used to be able to get on the bus. All sorts of open seats right up front.
Right there.
Not a problem.
Yeah, you didn't have to walk far because the back was taken. So there was only seats in the front, Now it's like I got to stand? Are you kidding me? You got anything with that?
No, I don't think you picked up.
Maybe I didn't. But it's probably a good thing I didn't.
I think it is a good thing.
I think it's a good thing. I kind of had an idea where he was going with it, but maybe I didn't land it just that so. But
I was saying that because now the buses are free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're
I thought you were
free.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was thinking something else, and we'll keep that off. We'll keep that off.
Oh yeah, I don't know what you were.
No,
why would people be sitting in the back if there were open seats in the front?
Yeah.
Long story. Anyways. Yeah. Well, that's this is what those worlds come to. You got anything else there? I think we kind of nailed it.
I think we crushed it.
I think we did.
I kind of like doing this without Austin. I think we should do it more often. He's never gonna hear the episode, so I don't give a shit. Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, just make sure you get your feet on camera.
Every 10 minutes, just gotta make sure you gotta throw the dogs out there.
Oh man.
Well, this has been a great episode of Laundry in the Basement. Sponsored by
Dr. Scholl's.
Mm-hmm. Dr.
Gold Bond Foot Cream. I think that was our last sponsor.
The ADL.
That's right.
What else do we got?
SodaStream.
SodaStream.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Blue Chew.
And those Empic. So
that's a Murderer's Row of sponsors right there. Wow, we're crushing it.
Get horny and lose weight at the same time.
That's coming. We're a year away from the GLP-1 and fucking
the
testosterone booster.
Viagra mix.
We could turn this living room to Breaking Bad and try it right now. Go get a couple of each and just see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you just ground them into a powder and then
you mix it in with the GLP-1.
Just compound.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
And pop them in the freezer for a couple days.
Yeah.
It solidifies.
Inject it right into the bloodstream. You'll be all right.
Yep.
Yeah, it surely won't go like anything like the movie Begonia.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I want to see it, but I'm gonna ask you an honest question. You guys may like. How scary is it?
It's not really
scary.
It's
not scary.
It's not scary. Is it more like a thriller?
Kind of. Yeah.
Have you seen any of his movies? Yorgos
No.
Lanthimos. Is that even his last name?
I think it's Lanthimos. I know.
Yeah.
Again, I listened to Stav say it, and he says it the Greek American way, where like he has the accents in the right place.
Well, the movies are very weird, but there's like a comedic undertone to a lot of them.
Okay. Yeah.
This is probably one of his lesser disturbing movies. I would say. The Lobster and Killing of the Sacred Deer. Killing of the Sacred Deer is one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen in my life.
You seen it?
Nope.
It's very good. But yeah, I would recommend the new one though.
Yeah, Begonia is
cool.
a good start, I think. It's probably I think you'd like it.
Good opening to this guy. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a shot. It looked good. I mean, I watched a few of the trailers and stuff. It looks very intriguing. It just gets dark fast, But I'm intrigued.
It does, but there's still there's like an undercurrent of like humor the whole time. I would say no.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really ever get too like intense until the ending.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
All right.
Boys?
All right. Yeah. So that's probably an episode, right?
That's definitely an episode.
All right. Cool.
Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.
Yep.
We're accepting fan mail to Austin. We're going to mail it to his house direct since he can't be with us this evening.
Yeah. His address will be in the.
Yeah, we're going to put it up on the screen here.
Yep.
Just make sure you go ahead and.
Also be in the YouTube description.
Yeah.
And
you know what? In case the mail doesn't get to him, we're going to put his phone number right under over here. So just give him a call and let him know you guys, hey, kind of missed him.
Yeah, he won't answer, but if you leave a voicemail, he'll get to it next week.
Yeah, and just try every day. Leave him a voicemail every day.
All hours. He's usually up.
Yeah, just let him know you're thinking of him. Yeah. He will call you back. He won't call me back, but he will call you back. So that's not a problem. So
That's very true. So, all right. Peace.